Ta-da!
Got a live one, Mikey. With that,
we're live, Creed. I can't hear Creed. Oh, there we go. Now I can. Good to hear you, Creed.
Yay. Hey, everybody. We got a chase canceled today because we got a live one out of San Diego entering into Orange County. As you can see on the screen down there. They just got there, did they not?
Yeah, they've been on their way for a little bit. Out of San Diego in the Irvine area is what I'm being told from the truck. But yeah, a lot going on here already. If you would, please like this video. This is live right now, and we would appreciate it.
Feel free to share it out, too. That always helps a little bit. Haven't had a live one in a while, so I'm excited. Let's fingers crossed for not a 2-minute, I don't know. That all works out. Randy, good to see you. Nice little crowd jumping in. Very good. Please, yeah, like this. It is very important because that does gets the whole algorithm thing on the YouTubes going so that everybody knows. Marcel says, can't talk long, but thanks for the no, thank you for the stream.
Oh, no, you're welcome. I jumped to mine just because we were having a few technical issues with yours.
Oh, really?
Yes, and when you go back, you'll see it.
All right.
A lot of stopping and going.
I believe you. I believe it.
But this guy's not stopping. No, sirree, Bob.
Dioko?
He's not stopping.
Someone think it's a Texas chase. We just saw a tow truck.
Not sure what the want is. No want yet. It was very fun. We'd already set up for the normal show, and we had to go through and basically change everything as quick as we could to get live.
It happens. We're all ready for Thirsty Thursday, which will be next week. She live, Keith.
This is about as live as it gets. Should have known this was going to happen. I'd made beautiful thumbnails for both channels for today.
All right, use them next week. Bum, I know, same here. Trust me.
I'm just glad we got a live one. Share this out, please, please, please. Like and share.
It has been quite a while. Marcel, he would know. Juan has pulled the knife on PD on the initial stop. Thank you.
Well, that is the most dangerous of all weapons. If you haven't known that, Marcel, share that bit of trivia with your chopper friends and say, hey, that is the most deadliest of weapons because it's close range.
They sure have. And it has been quite a drop. There's been some real close ones. Almost went to air.
So many close ones. But for God's sakes, let's get this going. This guy's moving too. He's got it in the wind, so to say, Creed. Very dangerous. Traffic seems kind of light.
Yeah, not bad. It's also a few hours behind us, so that would make sense, I guess.
He's tapped 100 a few times.
I like that.
He's got a lot to lose, Creed.
I believe it's a Nissan or a Toyota or a Honda.
Desperate man, Creed.
I would imagine you are. Marcel, you're doing an amazing job, my friend, and even keeping us up to date, which is so good because, we don't know shit.
And we love you. Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you, Marcel.
I'm not saying this guy's on anything, but if he was, I have a feeling it might be
cocaine. Down to the ground, cocaine.
Any chance to hear Robin sing it?
Anywhere I can crowbar that in, it's a good day.
All right, I agree with you on that there, John Boy. About the most I know about vehicles. Oh, I thought it was 6:05.
A lot of people are going to miss this because of the great exhibition of lawyering.
Oh my God!
That I was watching before we came on.
Yeah, did you see? I mean, he's this. We're talking about this Brooks trial that's going on. The dude that ran into the parade, real POS man, but he's doing his own thing. And his first witness he called up, great for the prosecution, nothing for him. Holy crap! You're gonna have to go back and watch it. That's all right because live chase is much more important.
Juicy. Tequila Bobo, welcome.
Bobo.
Juicy Junior, real juicy.
Let's go, baby.
Man, we have been dying for this.
It's been a while.
Too long.
Last one is when you were gone there for that day and had the live.
That's that was my wife's birthday back in September.
That is the last right?
It has to be. It was a long time ago.
Legendary Mayor Mary likes turtles. Hello.
Kicking it off.
It's close to 20 hallelujahs. Home of the hallelujah. Thank you, Mary, as always.
I like turtles.
The train will pull out eventually.
Yes, there's a tucked in.
The conductor's doing a few things real quick.
He just got his new issue of Penthouse Letters, and he doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah, it's just one of those evenings. But yeah, we needed this for sure.
Yeah, Jake, just show up to a random channel and ask if you can be a
sure, Jake the Snake.
Does that work?
I mean, I love you. You're one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but probably not today.
We're up to 93 now, Lisa. Moving along.
Like he's tasted 100 a few times.
Who, the train conductor? Or?
No. He's not that old, Creed.
Hey now.
Oh, I sure did, Kelly. Yeah, that was a very odd, very weird. The whole trial.
Wow.
It's been absolutely crazy. And yeah, this first witness, though, was pretty amazing, to say the least.
If you're new here, make sure you say hello. Go ahead and slap a like on it. Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
What he said.
Do it. I must be slightly ahead by just a couple of seconds, and we'll get kind of a close-up shot here in a second. Or I'm behind. I was watching it too right up till the minute I got that call from Mikey. Liar. Jim.
Marcel, when you going to take me up in the chopper?
First, you got to come to North Carolina, pick him up.
Yeah.
I'd see you getting in a helicopter, would you? If you were there right now and Marcel says, let's go, Mikey, you'd go?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
I'm impressed.
Just so I can say I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have a good time once I got up there for a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably have a little bubble guts going up. Oh, there we go. What's he doing? Is he littering?
That's odd.
Making origami? I'm not
hey,
really
we
sure.
love our lurkers too. Always good to stop in and say hey.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We've had a very good month so far over on Creed's Bishop Show page.
Do me a favor, Mikey. I'm going to switch to mine real quick. You just hit yours, refresh yours real quick.
I think it's because I'm getting mine from a different place than you are.
Oh, that actually could be.
Yeah, now I got to fix mine. So it's going to make me watch like 80 ads or something.
My man with a
new
haircut, even, believe it or not.
Yeah, you're probably on the YouTubes and I'm on the actual site.
Hello, Peppa.
For all you that love a little bit of that hum. I know I do.
Oh, yeah. I crank it up for you.
It's the hum. Uh-oh. That was them, not us, as you can see.
Oh, we're back, right? Hey, Larissa. Good to see you. Hector. Yeah, I know a lot of people going to be popping on thinking we're just doing...
yeah, here we are. It's a live chase happening now. I like that he changed it to just pursuit. Really breaking it down now. Just the facts. We like that.
I like those up-close shots here.
Pretty good camera work. Not bad.
I'd say so.
Any chance we can get a zoom in on that hand, the really weird one that's doing all kinds of stuff?
Beer and the rest of our Australian friends. God bless you. I see what we're doing. Hang on.
Already in progress of a person who has been trying to elude authorities for quite some time.
Get ready.
This chase started down in San Diego, and as we were looking here from Air 7 HD into
weird,
the
man.
window, you saw unusual activity. We're trying to figure out exactly what the driver was doing in the car while driving at these high rates of speed on the 105.
Well, Debbie.
Right.
Good to see you.
This case here, driving in and out of traffic somewhat recklessly. We have not seen this person hit anyone at this point, but has come dangerously close
just so.
to hitting other drivers as they head westbound.
It's gonna be a 9 out of 10 of this thing.
105. Looks like maybe joining a little bit more congestion.
I'll see what
but
maybe it'll get
the
better.
person had rolled down the window a little bit and has been trying to either handle something, whether they're eating food, whether they're
I don't think he's eating.
We're not quite sure.
I think he's eating food. I think he's
something in his hands. Not quite sure what's going on.
Maybe he's eating. Maybe
even singing.
Maybe that was he's just putting some hot sauce on his chicken, because that's what I do, Creed.
Maybe
just dab it on like that.
Example.
Oh, what a shot! And there was the knife.
Yeah,
there's the knife.
It looks as if it's a knife.
That makes sense.
And so he actually takes both hands off the wheel. And now he's screwing something on.
Great camera work.
It almost looked like a top onto something. But this chase began down in San Diego.
I think he was getting ready to do some drugs.
San Diego police.
Maybe.
Points
allegedly.
Which leads me to believe he's not stopping anytime soon.
Oh, no. Unless he runs out.
Streets that it was on the 91 for a time, but now is on the 105 westbound.
Oh, damn.
CHP engaged in this. And we're just trying to, at Avalon is where we're seeing
something. Hello, Chris.
Freeway. So we're going to see.
Maybe he's got one of them ghost pepper whoppers. Is that what it is?
We do not have Scott Reif in the helicopter. And Chris and Gabe both not quite available at this point. So we're just
unavailable.
Watch this together.
They're getting their tips frosted as we speak.
Tips. Hello, Jim.
Like this is a Nissan that this person has been driving.
See what I did there?
Do not get any
Thank you for the 20 bones, Jim. Appreciate you.
Kind of what I thought he was doing. It does appear as if
putting his makeup on, having a little snacky poo, whichever.
It maybe even looks like there's a second person in the vehicle.
Is there?
In the booth actually saw that maybe a hand.
Oh no!
No, don't do it.
Something. So again,
not even a celebrity in the house. The old school Motorola radio.
It's not just the high rates of speed.
Hey, Marcel, got any deals on walkie-talkie?
Marcel, can you tell him to make sure he veers away from the airport?
Across lanes, catching up with people much faster than somebody might be expecting. So this is going to be one of those things where
you still even working?
This person could come up on somebody very
Terminator.
quickly, and that could cause any number of incidents as well. So right now in the carpool lane, again, as we understand, still on the 105. You see that our map technology there has coming up on Holly Park at 90 miles an hour or so. But CHP right on this person. So clearly they're going to see him. In fact, you could see the driver kind of hang out the window almost as if he's either taunting or pointing to CHP officers. So this isn't.
I feel like he's just trying to tell them, make sure we're on.
They're just monitoring it from above. They are engaged with
Larry, we are. We got a live one in 430 of you. Please, wherever you're watching, thumbs up like this if you don't mind. That would be fantastic. If you like this sort of thing, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Turn on notifications so you know when there's a live one like this, or when we go live every single day at 4:05 for We Gotta Chase. We watch classic viewer submitted chases and more. Stuff.
Look across 5 lanes there, 4 lanes as he tries to now. Look at this in the carpool lane, driving between 2.
Doesn't he know that's for carpooling only?
You're not expecting something like this coming up behind you, but they're approaching the 405. They're stopping a little bit.
Time, Charlie, just in time.
So the 405 and 105 intersection is going to be more congested than what we have seen.
That's for sure. Yes, those of you who are tuning in for We Gotta Chase, it's canceled tonight.
You do see a couple people
We got a real
shoulder there,
it's happening,
which is certainly the best prospect for getting out of the way of this thing. But here he goes again, pulling up here. Okay, so again,
really traffic is fairly light.
Unconfirmed reports about how this started, but it was
say his name right, Larry.
San Diego police trying to pull this person over when they took off. And so
monetary monorail is here, and Charlie says, "I'm on
just,
all night."
Just in time, Charlie. Hop on.
Avoiding authorities and any number of traffic violations that have
Thank
been
you,
ongoing.
Charlie.
We confirm specifics as far as why this
right. Stay out of the mountains. Stay away from
again, we'll let you know. But
downtown.
The casualness of the driver with
stay away from the damn
window,
airport.
And at times it looked as if almost
there you go.
Singing.
All right, can we pull in just a little tighter, please?
So I don't know if that is something that's in the vehicle that is being ruffled by the weather, or not the weather, but the wind coming in through that open window, or if that's a person. It could be something hanging from the rearview mirror as well. But he's quite comfortable driving.
Something hanging from the rearview mirror, like 80 used pine trees.
Jim Rat, I'll send you over my link for ETH for Rollbit.
Orange County. Now we're in LA County.
Absolutely.
And at some point here before long,
Moose,
105 westbound,
Knuckle.
He's going to have to make a choice whether he's going to go on the 405 or if he's going to go all the way to.
It's a California thing, guys. You wouldn't understand.
There and be skirting along the ocean.
North Carolina,
so
folks.
We're going to find out this. Yeah, we've gone past the 405. So this freeway is going to end beyond the airport.
It's just going to end. It's just going to be a big cliff.
Yeah, exactly all the cars just drive off the edge.
Just drive off the edge.
Closer to the freeway, which that's the one thing about the 105. It just eventually will end. So if he's not familiar, we lost our. Okay, so you can see it. I just lost.
There we go.
Lost it there for a second. But
what's going on now?
See an opportunity for a pit maneuver here.
Oh, what's going
on?
Just pull over.
See a button?
He's weaving. He's doing that NASCAR thing.
That's how you keep the tire pressure up. Bernie, look at that suit.
Is that the loop that's heading into the airport? It says Westchester.
I say hallelujah.
So
Bernie, the most well-dressed guy here today.
That's true.
Imperial and Nash.
Very true.
So clearly very near the airport, a lot of CHP. So we're going to see how they choose to approach this.
Mikey is still getting dressed up for that.
Get into the
absolutely
concourse area. It looks like a pit maneuver.
By the way, God bless. While you're at it, some of that Canadian
105, and
let's get from under there. Come on. There we go.
Thank you, Nick.
About to pop out. Nick, thank you.
I just hit 500. Appreciate you guys. Like this, subscribe, notifications on, and remember, we got to chase 405 East Monday through Friday.
They're going to be looking at it
when there's not a live chase. It has been since I don't know when is your wife's birthday? It was mid-September.
September 15th.
That would be mid-September. That's the last day of live chase that we've been on for.
If this person is going to just try to. The weaving in and out
in
an attempt to not give them an opportunity, but I don't know if the person is in complete control of his faculties
or his bowels. This could be messy
to what he's doing, just maybe just driving. So it looks like we're on Hughes Way.
Hughes Way. Hugh was here. Hughes Way
at Sepulveda, which
perfect
is
timing, Hugh.
See, this is the odd behavior of just joyriding to an extent. See if
he's really joyriding.
When you get to this point, it's just like any few extra minutes that you got
are
the world.
A little bit, but
have they shut this section down because there's no one else on the road? He's got his hoodie on. I think he's getting cold.
What was hanging from either a hanger on the
maybe a possible foot bell.
Rear view mirror, but he clearly is aware of CHP behind him because you've seen
I don't know. You don't know how blasted he is.
To taunt them, he seemed to have a knife.
That's what he's doing. Driving around. They aren't invisible to him. He can see them.
Yeah, he's just avoiding traffic.
Now, I don't do drugs, though. Just weed.
Some people maybe leaving the airport.
Mikey, audio that we're listening to, is that mine or yours?
That is mine.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
Bring it down just a little bit.
Oh, no. It was fine.
That's the northbound side.
It was fine.
Don't go to the frickin' airport.
Oh, he's going. All right.
Okay, and he'll be under that spot there for just a minute.
Just for
And
days on
be restricted
end.
as far as
That's a
being
long
able to
ass tunnel
fly
right there.
Through that space. And
is there any way we can bring the chopper in and fly through there like Mission Impossible? Have you ever seen that movie? They did it.
We might be able
they
to get
did
clearance. We are asking for permission, and if we can get across, we'll continue this. But we haven't seen CHP come out of there, and we haven't seen the driver come out of there. And there's
don't we all, Charlie?
Possibility he just pulled over and stopped.
No, don't say that.
The runways there. So as we get permission, we'll see what it looks like. Traffic.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, fine, Ulysses. I'll take your money. Fine.
A little bump. A little bump.
Okay, so something happened.
Thank you, Ulysses. You're amazing. So I don't know 30 bones. Look at you.
Look at that big money. Import-export business, guys.
Do here until we can possibly get permission. But he's actually pulling in the airport. So this will be LAX.
What happened to that cop? He bumped him, and then he just like
I know, it was
pulled
weird.
over.
It's almost like he cut a
going
tire
in hot.
Oh,
swing and a miss.
From getting into the terminal area, for sure.
Look at all the construction workers like, what the hell?
Take a look at what's
watching
going
this
on.
all play out.
And looks like they've blocked him here. See what he does. Okay, he has gotten out, and now he's running.
We've got.
I knew he was. He's got, but he's also armed. He's got the knife.
Knife at his throat.
It is.
This could be a distraught individual who is either thinking about jumping or taking.
He's got the knife.
He does. Viewer discretion is advised because it really is. This is live.
Pull in tight.
So let's not zoom in too close.
Oh, he's going to jump. He's going to jump. Zoom in.
Keep it right there. We'll let you guys talk.
Don, I think you might have just made him jump.
What this person is clearly.
And hallelujah.
Did he jump?
And there are reports of how this started that might lead us to believe that this person is distraught and that this person might have a desire.
This is an interesting one.
To be hurt by others. Once we confirm how this all began, maybe we can.
Can someone tell us?
Give a little more.
If there's any melons laying below.
Point, what we have is a high-speed pursuit that began in San Diego when authorities tried to pull this person over. He drove from San Diego to L.A., has now gotten to LAX, and police were able to stop him from advancing any further
he's still standing there.
The pickup drop-off area.
I think he's right at the tip of the L.
Upon getting out of the vehicle, the person jumped out and ran to the edge. We saw... Okay, we have Bruce Thomas on the line, but let me finish this thought real quick, Bruce, as you come in.
Is Bruce there? Unless Bruce is there, I don't want to talk to Bruce.
Earlier in the chase, showing authorities a knife.
I know you got to.
Window.
I know.
He opened the knife, and as we
it's all right.
Don't zoom out.
He jumped out, ran straight to.
By the way, who else has a cameraman there right now other than them?
What it was, but common sense would tell you he had a knife in his hand and was holding it to his throat, and then he climbed up here. Bruce, what are authorities?
I'm sure that every single one of them probably has a phone out right now.
And convince him to not jump from
Louisiana dub. Well, hey now. Holy crap.
He's got 50 bones on it.
Look at you. Thank you.
Thank you.
God, thank you.
Running to the ledge. He is obviously of a diminished mental capacity to the point.
Hell yeah, Kelly. You got to watch the fun stuff.
How I would assume at this point you have protected the general public. So now you're trying to protect the person here. Yes? I mean, and is that to just not pressure him any further?
Yeah, that's correct. What you have is hopefully CHP has opened up some sort of rapport with him, talking to him, calming him down to some degree. They've already made the call for LAX police to show up. They've already made the call for the fire department.
You guys
They're going to have to stop traffic on that street and the adjacent area, and they'll probably request fire to put out one of those airbag deployments that we've seen before.
All right, so we're closing off the road down there in case he jumps.
Did you hear what he's talking about? Bringing in one of those airbags?
You saw another thing there with that one officer in the SUV. It looked like CHP that pulled up. He wanted those cars out from under that overpass as well. He wanted them gone. And
do you survive a jump from that?
Completely cleared the environment. So
no,
the only person who can
probably
be
not
hurt here at this moment, it seems, is the individual.
I don't think
that
so.
they're
He's just
going
waving around the
to now
knife.
try
Yeah, he's
to
just
offer some
armed with
sort of
a
assistance.
knife.
And I mean,
The
we're
most
just gonna
deadliest
take
of
as
all
long as
weapons.
necessary, yes.
Yeah, they're bringing in the bouncy house.
Yeah, that's correct. As much as an inconvenience as this is to
Good point.
people departing LAX, people that wanted to get to LAX to pick up people, there's
Let's
no
hope the
rush.
SWAT team
We're
isn't
gonna
bringing
try
it.
to maintain a rapport with
Oh,
this
God, we'll
gentleman,
be here all
calm
day.
him down, even negotiate. Do you want a cigarette? Maybe do you want some bottled
I do.
water? Whatever it is to get a rapport with him.
So
Barbecue sandwich.
Just so everyone understands.
Just do a tuck and
this,
roll
watching
from that.
this here, we are not
that'll
going
work.
to zoom in. You can still see the person.
Oh, we're
on
getting
the
a good
ledge,
shot now. Here we go.
and we can tell you that the person.
I guess we got
appear to have
permission.
a knife to his throat. So this is a distraught individual, and as we said earlier, it did not appear while he was driving as if he had complete control.
I don't want to influence our cameraman, but I'm getting word that Channel 11 is very zoomed in.
Under the influence of anything, we do not know, and we don't want to speculate. But we do know he was not. He was acting erratically.
Everybody wants us to
Bruce.
leave.
And
I don't
for
want to
us, we
leave.
saw it in this brief time that we were able to zoom in with Air 7 HD, but the officers have probably seen this.
Harry,
from the
Marky
moment
Mark.
They engaged in San Diego.
Oh,
Yeah, they've been following this guy for probably over 2 hours and have seen the erratic behavior. Hopefully, they've run the license plate. They've garnered some information about this guy. And that's one of the questions they're asking maybe relatives if they went to this person's house. Is this person on medication? Do they have a diminished mental capacity? What is going on?
Are
in
they
their mind
completely,
right now, so that
absolutely
the officer-
batshit crazy? That shot isn't better.
There you can see him.
That started all the way in San Diego, in the city of San Diego, some 120 miles south of LAX, and that's where this pursuit has come to an end. Reckless driving, suspect driving a gray Nissan Altima all the way up into LA County, where he exited.
I guess he flashed his knife or something while he got pulled over, and then took off.
Successfully deployed a pit maneuver, the pursuit intervention technique, which spun the vehicle around, and that's why the vehicle is positioned in the position that it is at this point in time. Immediately, the suspect ran.
It'll make you want to jump, Vincent.
Run away, but then realized that he was at a ledge. And
Bob, look at that, throwing out a $5. Thank you, sir. Amazing.
Keep it going and get those likes up wherever you're watching. Thank you.
Officers, CHP officers, with their guns drawn. There's obviously a conversation that's underway.
If I was standing with those workers, I'd be like, look, I got $10. I can hit that dude with this ratchet from here.
Right.
Where we stand now on this pursuit. This is the Sepulveda Boulevard off-ramp here in the Westminster area.
First off, Motorola Radio, thank you for the $5. And it says, Marcel, I'll buy six APX 8000s from you if you zoom in. Well, listen to what he said. No, F you.
He zoomed out.
He
zoomed out. Marcel said, look, they took us down. Let's go. I'm sure he's getting a shot. Don't you worry about that.
It looks like, or it sounds like Stu is gathering some new information.
Okay, I like that idea.
The shot. The other thing. Sorry about that. No, go ahead, Stu. Go ahead. I know you're trying to do your job.
Stu, everybody.
I got our mic off because I was talking with the pilot, trying to figure out how we're going to get this a better shot for everybody. But right now, I can tell you can see it right there. The only thing that we've been hearing or seeing more than even hearing is this is the body language. You can see that suspect moving his arms. He's talking again. So at least there is a dialogue, and that's the first start. That is the beginning of any kind of negotiation. Is a dialogue. So this suspect at least communicating with these California highway.
Hey, Eddie, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Make an aggressive move because there's no way they're going to get to him in time if he would decide to let go or let himself fall off the side of that. Again, you're saying about 50 to 60 feet. He would land in a grassy area. The roadway is actually a little bit closer to us on the screen. And as far as law enforcement, that's the thing. I've been kind of listening for that as well. And I'm wondering, we haven't seen any law enforcement make their way down there. I believe that's going to be Century Park.
Carol, thank you, too, for...
Does decide to jump or fall or however you want to describe it, and he's not injured, he might be able to get up and
push
run for it once again.
You would think so.
California Highway Patrol, they're trying to negotiate. Skyfox, we're going to try to move it a little bit. more so that we can see him a little clearer between those poles.
He brandished a knife.
To do. That is the big decision.
While he was getting pulled, he pulled a knife on the officer and then took off.
First responders and law enforcement, you're confronted with these situations where, excuse me, you have to improvise.
Here, Stu, take some water.
Second, most of the time. And
Take
right
it,
now,
Stu.
how
Grab
do you get this guy
Should I text him?
safely and then bring this thing to an end?
Absolutely. And I just want to let our viewers know, in case you have a flight, because I know plenty of people are traveling these days, we are checking with LAX right now to see if, in fact, this is impairing any flights or the traffic situation in
5
the area
a.m. was way too early.
specifically. Just looking at
How you guys do
LAX's
it?
Twitter feed here, and they're just always putting out warnings about how busy they are of late, because we know the pre-pandemic travel.
It's not too bad, Creed. It's 8 o'clock our time. I could do that.
They're flying full capacity. In fact, their last tweet from yesterday was that all the parking garages in the area on a Wednesday were at capacity. So it is a very busy area.
Jesus, you guys. Six some bitches. I love it.
Didn't Bernie send $20? He can say whatever he wants.
That's right. So I said you guys are 6 other bitches, but I love it.
Pay us off.
Famous LAX letters there. This is the off ramp where this pursuit has come to an end by way of a pit maneuver that was done by CHP officers, those CHP officers in those brown uniforms, of course. Those really iconic uniforms. I can't tell if their guns are still drawn, but they initially were when this came to an end. And it looks by the body language, Stu, because we like to look at the body language of officers and the suspects.
The fire truck is there, Creed.
Well, I wonder if they're the one that has the bouncy house.
There it is.
That is
Pulling up
between those officers and the suspect.
I couldn't even imagine what they would be saying right there, and you know, maybe some folks at home put themselves in that position too. What do you say to this guy? What do you say to this kid?
Yeah, it doesn't look like much of a drop. They said like 50 feet
you don't
though.
lie to them, but you know, you just don't want
I mean, I'm not jumping off that.
Everything in the end will be okay. I mean, the reality is you're just going to go into custody and you're going to face whatever charges you have to face. But right now, this guy's just kind of sitting.
Look at that tight shot on that fire truck. Damn, Stu, take some water.
My God.
Into the LAX area. Just to be clear with everybody that may be watching, that if you're coming into LAX on Century Boulevard, you're probably still going to be able to get in.
Is Fox so cheap they don't keep water in the chopper for Stu?
It's late in the day, man.
We even got water here.
You know how far it is, but this might be the opportunity. But again,
Devin, thank you for the twofer. Hallelujah.
Get your guesses in. Is he going to jump or give it up?
That might have scared him and made him jump. So it is a very, very difficult situation. It's above my pay grade. I thank God many times that I am sitting here watching it, reporting on it, and not having to make these decisions that might injure somebody or myself.
Well, we just learned that from LAX, a couple of new things here we just learned as the suspect is clearly agitated. That no operations are impacted at LAX, so that is good. Obviously,
F this.
Off-ramp is impacted.
So you ain't ruining all those people's day today.
Hearing that LAFD, which is typical when they have a, quote, jumper situation, they are...
Wow, that was sarcastic as hell.
...deploy airbags on the ground below to cushion the fall in case this suspect did make the decision to jump. So... we will see that, and you can see from this picture, Stu.
Probably got a bad license.
For that.
That's it.
You can see the CHP officers there down below as well.
Yeah, a bad attitude.
And soon enough, LAFD, we will see them arrive on scene, and perhaps that is on a different perspective, a different angle, and we're not seeing that happen now, but we understand that they will be putting those airbags.
Look how even we are between We Gotta Chase and the main channel.
Or jump, pardon me.
3:30 and 3:30.
Jump. Oh, wow, that's very close.
Or LAFD gets here.
Subscribe wherever you're watching.
Any kind of
Reddit sure is.
I mean, even if they got
very
right here at this moment, you know, you can see one of the fire trucks right there. That believe that's going to be a battalion chief. So they're going to have to get the big truck in here.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Any chance we get more on it for the old chases.
Onto the freeway, and they'll bring out those big giant airbags. That truck not here yet, but that is.
Oh, great! That truck's not here yet.
The other three, though, they don't have the
been called.
pumps and gas.
And right now, It's just one of these situations where they'll probably bring that airbag here, and then it's going to be more of a talk to this person, wait and see, try to wait this guy out. He does seem a little amped. That's the one thing I got to say.
Slightly agitated. We did see him possibly doing drugs before he got pitted. Oh, look, they've got the.
Oh no, they got it.
They got the house. Where's the
gigantic, or is that a coffin?
Where's that? Maybe.
Are we in the middle of a funeral procession?
Where's that thing you plug in and it blows it up? You know.
Thanks, Danny.
Right now, or under the influence of something. So there's that as well, and that also might cloud his decision-making process. Again,
wish you would step away from the edge, my friend.
You know, in that second, right, without any kind of formal training, so they have to improvise. They've got to figure things out.
I keep trying to. You guys are chatting up a storm with 784 of you. I love it. Every time I go to click something, it jumps.
I saw that.
Billy makes you want to jump. Do it.
The suspect go from almost jumping to then
Billy,
hesitating to then just a few minutes ago fully back on the ground to now in this middle of the road stance.
Oh, he's in the middle of the road now?
So it continues as
not necessarily. He's kind of off to the side though, on the L.
Definitely not middle of the road.
The entrance of the airport.
Oh, we're getting it set up now.
Boulevard.
I hope they can get this set up faster than in my kids' bounce house. I went and got that thing, and it took me hours to unroll it and get it right and close all the flaps.
You guys aren't renting them anymore?
Not in a long time.
Near this particular part of town.
Nick, it's almost like they're saying, "Hey, feel free to jump when you get this thing out there." Though,
let us look. I say we put it up, and when we push them off,
even or taser them.
Yeah. At that point, what does it matter? We've already, secured his safety.
So it's pretty interesting, for better or worse here. And so they're watching this unfold along with us here. And now, the suspect is just blending into the L. I almost lost sight of him there. But yes, the suspect remains there. We're being told that LAFD will be arriving to make sure that there's some airbags below in case the suspect decides to drop.
Somebody tell her they're already there and Marcel's on it.
Drop there from the
yes, she can't see that because she doesn't have this excellent vantage point that we do.
Have arrived pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly, we actually saw a ladder truck make its way past him earlier on. My guess is they're going to have to go all the way through the LAX area.
I think it's giant, by the way.
Back to the basically going eastbound on Century Boulevard. And make their way to basically where these law enforcement.
820 of you likes, please. We need them. That subs, feel free.
By the way, we're here now. This chase has turned into a possible jump slash.
Might actually help to bring this to an end. That suspect might actually see that airbag and think it is an opportunity. I can jump, be safe.
Oh, that's interesting. They're actually okay. That makes sense why they're underneath the bridge. They don't want him to see it yet, right?
Are they gonna push it over there afterwards? I mean,
imagine so. They just carried it. Putting air in it doesn't make it that much heavier.
That makes it awkward, though. Just say.
It's kind of thinking the same thing, TK. Lands like on a hood. Now those really are just airbags where it just breaks your fall. Very hard to get out.
Hallelujah. 20 bones.
Heck yes. Thank you so much.
Amen. Amen.
And with that, I'm going to go celebrate outside. Traffic and weather together break. I'll be RP.
Thank you, Amy Rich. Thank you, Credence. And thank you, almost 900 of you here. We're catching up with some of the fine camera work over here from earlier in the chase. The guy's been definitely on the edge. No pun intended. Now he's threatening to take his own life.
Into quite the standoff, quite the spectacle here with this suspect obviously weighing his options, which there aren't many at this point. So it's just a matter of time. Now that we've seen that airbag is below, it's going to be interesting to see the suspect's reaction to that, if that will just make him give up, or maybe he wants to jump and land below. But either way, there are law enforcement officers waiting for him to take him into custody.
And he does have a knife, by the way.
We are sitting with you. We are waiting for this, as you know, the workers above are watching as well. There's a little bit of activity there. Not sure why, what they're seeing that we're not.
They're probably seeing that airbag being dragged out right there. We can't really see it just because of our angle from where we're at. And
we got the great shot here.
None of those guys get in trouble. I'm sure there's probably some of their bosses watching this afternoon, seeing all their crews, looking and watching the activity that's nearby. Of course, this is something you can't not just turn your eyes away from, but that is a pretty large crowd out there of those workers that are working on the people mover. You can clearly see they probably have another angle to where that airbag is going to be deployed at. Right now, it's one of those things that maybe we can move Skyfox around just a little bit to get a better angle, but I seem to be the bird in hand. It's one of those. This seems to be a good shot right now.
Hope, glad you made it.
Well, it's something else. I mean, to think that this is how it all came to an end. And we should also point out, as far
hope
as
he's watching us,
that no one was injured, no vehicles were hit. Since at least we took the pursuit, which was about 45 minutes ago. We've been on the air for close to 45 minutes now, if I'm not mistaken. It was just at the end or toward the end of the Jennifer Hudson show that we broke into programming. But as far as
not the Jennifer Hudson show.
Bystanders, no innocent drivers or pedestrians were injured in this more than 100 miles.
That's what I think too, 6. But I mean, you never know.
You know what? That's great. That's really great to hear. And all these pursuits that we've been watching and covering, when nobody gets hurt and there is no damage those are the best ones. And in this case,
anything is possible.
This has been a pretty good
900 of you here. Thank you so much.
If he makes that decision, there they go. They're actually moving that airbag right now. So we're just going to keep an eye on what that suspect's going to do. You can see him clearly
push that thing now. Creed said
down there, because as soon as those firefighters started moving that airbag, he started moving around as well. Now, we've seen this in the past. Maybe he'll do one of those, like get away from where that airbag is, and we've seen that. But those airbags, very light. Those firefighters, very strong, and they'll be able to just kind of lift it up and move it. We've seen that in the past as well. Right now, though, a little bit of cat and mouse.
He's very small. SM all.
Is holding the law enforcement at bay. That airbag definitely deployed right now. Right there, you can see some of those California Highway Patrol officers and, of course, the firefighters. And again, I said in the past, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll make themselves scarce, basically go underneath that overpass, so the suspect will not see any law enforcement and just see that airbag and think, well, okay, I can jump and I'll be okay. But then law enforcement is there. These guys, they're making themselves known. So this suspect maybe not going to jump, but right now, just wish he would basically just give up, let these folks get back to their days. A lot of these folks might be missing their planes.
No, take your time. We've got nothing but time.
For a lot of people out here, as the suspect basically sits and waits before he goes into custody.
So from LAX, we know that no flight operations have been impacted because of this. So that's one.
911. Good to see everybody.
Let people know is simply that, and not just flight operations, but airport operations, I should say, more generally, but traffic, of course. So this could very well impact your trip to LAX if you had that plan this afternoon. Tack on some extra time. If, in fact,
trying to give you a different look here.
We now pan below, and we're seeing officers out there, it looks like, directing traffic as that lane there is also impacted the traffic below. So this is not where you want to be this time of the day.
All right, so now
because of, well, anyway,
got it moved. Now what?
Anyway, but World Way and West Century Boulevard, right outside LAX, a very busy place because of the pursuit ending. And now we're getting a look at the airbag, Stu, that is right below. So it's going to be interesting to see,
there's the airbag.
But bear with me. If
anybody else going to be a little bit
suspect to make a decision,
disappointed if he doesn't jump now at this point?
Maybe
in the past, they'll bring out I have at least once or twice. They'll bring out the airbag, and then a suspect will literally jump into the airbag, and that'll
because it's fun. You only get to do that once in a lifetime.
I know, right? Royalty Podcast. Thank you for the $5. If I'm ever jumping, bring me a memory foam mattress out of airbag. It reminds me, Jacob the Carpetbagger, a YouTuber that does a lot of travel and does a lot of roadside stuff. He did that at
probably be good.
at a fair the other day.
Yep. And right now you can see
Paid
that,
like $10 to jump.
That's not bad. I don't know if I'd do it at a fair, but
climb back up a little bit, Dylan. And basically, no, we got to climb up because they're losing our signal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sex boxer here. Hallelujah. About damn time.
Loud did that. He
Very
shouted
good.
them out.
I know,
He
right?
called them in.
So traffic moving back and going out of the area.
We're gonna jump back and forth between these
I know that
feeds.
is Century Boulevard, but where this portion of the roadway takes you.
Yeah, I don't think that too much. I even start stabbing it before you even land.
Getting into the airport right there. Right now, though, it's basically a waiting game. That suspect, he's holding all the cards, but you know what? Time is on the side of law enforcement and the first responders. They're going to be able to wait this guy out until he makes his decision. If it's going to be,
I'm just being honest. I kind of want to see somebody hit that thing.
Going to custody one way or
I mean, we brought it out. We might as well use it.
Right. Go through all of that.
now he's just inconvenienced.
I mean, somewhere in LA, they can't film a stunt because, they're using it today for this.
Marcel, can you give us your guess on what's going to happen?
Seems like getting out of the airport might still be open.
Stu, we're hearing that negotiators have been.
I think that's a great idea.
Which doesn't surprise me at all.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you. More people need to share it.
The negotiators, they got to make their way here.
More people need to be
California,
like Roger.
Negotiators, and then of course, LAPD.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
But of course, anybody that's going to be trained to talk to that
That's
suspect,
a wacky little bus.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. It must be the airport shuttles.
And a lot of times,
Can't miss them.
RV guy, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, I like that idea. Press 1 for jump in the chat. 1 for jump. Press 2 for don't jump. Press 3. Give him a free beer and pizza. As long as the pizza is not CC's. We don't want to see him shit his pants on the way down,
In case you're just getting here, we had a chase. The chase is now turned into a standoff. He's got a knife, and he's threatening to jump.
To come over to them and go into custody and bring this thing to an end peacefully.
Well, we're here. We're watching it along with you. If you're just joining us, as we've now passed the 1:30, the bottom of the hour here in the 1 o'clock hour, this is a pursuit that started in San Diego. We got word
Nancy.
Almost an hour ago.
I'm hallelujah about that.
Pursuit
Thank you,
San
Nancy.
Diego County.
He's like, those guys are insane.
Thank you, Nancy. I saw you over there before I had to jump onto this.
Many thanks,
Love
Nancy.
All the way into Orange County. We picked it
Lots
up
of ones and lots of threes.
into LA County, and we did see that reckless driving. In fact,
1,000 of you here. Good to see everybody.
Look at all the ones.
105 and the 110.
I haven't seen one number 2 yet, you guys.
Upwards of 100 miles per hour at times, and then
What was number 2? Safely give up?
between the suspect, really
Yeah.
kind of bizarre driving, not just reckless, but sort of
Oh, that's so
weaving
funny.
across lanes randomly at various times before making his way to the LAX area.
Oh, Miss
where
Kitty
then
says number
he
2.
took this off ramp, and that's where CHP officers outsmarted him. We're able
By the way, also good to see some of our good friend Damon from Smoking Scans people over here. How are you? Welcome. Tell him we said hi.
Traffic. That's where his vehicle ended up, away from traffic. He tried to make a run for it, realized that he can't jump. Well, he could, but it's
He can't jump. Oh,
down below.
I thought it was just white men that couldn't jump.
That's right where this has come to an
Come
end.
on, everybody.
So we have been in this standoff with CHP officers, mainly with their
No, not exactly.
guns drawn throughout this process. LAFD has come into play. That's why you see the fire trucks there. They have put the airbags, that sort of bouncy house below, and I don't mean to make light of it, but Stu, you just referenced it, it does look very much like that. So the airbag,
Yeah, that's what it is.
in case the suspect does decide to jump. So now we have several LAFD engines out there. CHP also now bringing in their negotiators, trying to
Nancy H. 3 per thank you.
New information about the suspect, but just by the
Many
look,
things.
it looks like a very young man. I would estimate this suspect in his teen years.
You think
And
he's a teen?
really
We
just
guess his weight next.
literally on the
Please
edge,
do.
on the ledge of
Here
this
at the
overpass,
carnival.
deciding on whether or not to jump. But if this suspect does jump, now it would happen on the airbags below to cushion the fall. So now we brought you up to speed. No airport operations have been affected, but of course,
Well, they're just staying out just a little bit. Everybody's panning out just a bit, but he's closest to the L in LAX.
And as we, work our way into the later hours of the afternoon, hopefully this does come to an end sooner than later.
That's right. How dare she? And she's in California.
For a lot of people, so we'll see. Just keep that in mind if you have plans to head to LAX. All right, Stu, I've talked long enough. What do you have? Do you have any new information for us?
Well, I can tell you, Skyfox, we're moving it around just a little bit. We're trying to get a little bit of a different angle of this. And I just kind of was looking over there to the suspect. I don't see him on the ledge right there, and I don't see the airbag has been deployed. So I'm. Oh, actually, maybe he's blending into the railing right there.
Who is he, the Predator?
Yeah, he's right above
custody,
it.
But he's still
he's right above it. He's right
there. Trying to see if we can get a better.
Just a little shot. Almost looks like a cat up on a railing.
I understand it is a very sensitive situation. We don't want to show that suspect. We don't want to.
Oh, could you imagine?
Getting hurt. And we don't want to actually encourage that suspect to do anything. So we're kind of picking and choosing on what we can show right there. This is a portion of Century Boulevard that we were talking about, bringing you into LAX. It's now a staging area. It's amazing how many first responders have showed up here and how much equipment is here as well. LA City Fire Department, it looks like there's got two engines.
There's probably a traffic cam somewhere that could catch this pretty good.
Creed, did you hit that?
Airbag.
I think I missed it, Eric. Thank you for the $3. I'm sorry, the chat is flying high. 1,062 of you total across all platforms.
Now, if Rock Kim will show up and drop $3, I'll be very happy for today.
Here at the LAX terminal, and when you say none of the operations at LAX,
I mean, I would if it were me.
I think what they're talking about is
I'm going with the double Lindy.
Planes are on time. Right. The gates are open.
Triple Lindy.
I can't go triple, Creed. I'm old man.
A bit more difficult.
Double only for me.
See right there, there's a lot of closures down there because of that suspect. Definitely Century Boulevard. Looks like at least the westbound is going to be closed on some portions. But as far as coming off of Sepulveda,
well, Fox did check in with LAX and said nothing's interrupted at the moment. We'll see.
Nothing stops them. No, sir.
Oh, shame.
Take a look at that horseshoe. It is really, really starting to back up now.
It's a suspect? It's a real bad thing. Sorry to hear that.
The suspect is adding to that significantly. Right now, though, a lot of traffic at LAX. A lot of folks are going to be inconvenienced. And Skyfox now directly over LAX trying to get a better shot of this. But you can see that suspect still holding those officers at bay. I'm sure there is conversation. Hopefully this will be over by the time that...
who's handsome? While I was out checking the traffic and weather, I did. There is nothing.
Anything they can do to bring this to an end, safely get that guy into custody and these roads back open, that's the big concern right now for all those law enforcement.
And a concern for that what looks to be a rail system there that's being built.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Entrance on the southbound Sepulveda
Oh, that's true.
Boulevard.
A lot of people.
I'm going to talk to Dylan, my pilot.
Stu's just talking to his crew.
Hello,
right?
Brent.
So for you at home, if you do have plans to head to LAX, the best entrance according to LAX.
My God, Brent, hello. Thank you for the fitting. Amy said
that's how you do it. I will get there. I promise.
I am so sorry, guys. 1,112 of you from all different platforms that we're on, and all the chats come into one spot. So if I miss something, let me know. Write it in all caps. And
I mean,
hey, dumbass.
We're not like some shows. We try to talk to everybody. We try to involve everybody. Try to get everybody's comment, but we can't when it's this busy. But we'll do our best. I promise.
So please do that. Download our
Alan, that is only during We Gotta Chase when it's not live.
About the latest pursuits, and we want you to keep a watch on this one with us. As we do, and Stu Mandel up in Skyfox does.
Amy, 50 bones in the PP.
Oh my God, you guys! It wasn't 50 hallelujahs, but I mean it.
Nothing but love. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Is that what that is? Yeah, do people mover?
All in all, a very long.
Speaking of that, that's the monetary monorail down there going by.
LAX. It has come to an
Larry.
end, but now
Larry, a little late, Larry.
hope that this
Right on time, Larry. You're going to see him
is
jump.
taken into custody
God, I
safely,
hope.
and this thing comes to an end, as we're now seeing that negotiators are getting closer. But then every time they do get closer, it gets a little bit more precarious. We're going to leave it there. Thanks so much for being with us, Marla Tejas and the Fox. Singing a little wine with
Oh,
you.
no.
Yes, Rachel Ray. No.
Hot her down. She makes me want to
Makes you want to what?
never
Go ahead,
have
finish
never
it.
have relations again. That voice, it's terrible.
You don't like the Rachel Ray?
No,
Terrible.
I say no.
Dare you? Rude.
It's all right though. We're not going. I wonder why Stu and them left. That's crazy.
I do like how ABC keeps showing the chase over again.
Mm-hmm. See what we got here. We still got that beautiful.
He did so with determination. As we look now, the live screen there on your left, you see two people fairly close to the edge. One of them we have seen and believed to be one of the crisis negotiators.
1,100 of you here.
That's
Good to
the
see everybody.
person
Please like this
to the
video. Please
left, and
subscribe.
then
We love
the
you.
person to the right or closest to the edge seems to be another person dressed in the similar attire. So Bruce, in a situation like this, when you have a team, a crisis negotiating team, one takes the lead, or do they just kind of
any idea anybody else
see who this person might be drawn to?
Yeah, that's correct. You have.
I don't think that
two
KTLA is.
negotiators. One is talking. The other
Let's
one
track NBC4.
In other words, if they need something, this guy's going to make it happen. Or gal. I'm not, necessarily sure who they have.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy, but
the one person is definitely trying to build that rapport, and hopefully they are. He may say, "Look, do you need like we talked about?"
I'm getting in my ear
and the
creed.
other one
Stu
will
is
get
still
you
live
water.
on the
You
YouTubes.
know, but the main thing is they want to talk
I
this
forget that
person
they
off
have a
the
YouTube.
ledge.
Well, they've certainly talked him off the ledge right now, just back down on the street, which is, that we've seen that happen a couple of times, and then we see him move. Bruce, how often are these teams deployed? And I can't imagine they're always deployed to potential suicide.
I do have Stu.
Solution out here as the media, but oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
What happened?
I didn't know you were still alive, Stu.
That guy's going to take him into custody.
Oh, Stu's calling it.
Cool.
Stu's calling the shot.
What happened to the digital? And download the app. All these people are disappointed.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not going to lie, Stu. I want to see him.
Hang in there, Brent. I know it'll get better. Billionaire cowboy, everybody.
Talking to you.
Oh, you're talking to us? Sorry, buddy. I know.
I know. I was just talking to you, Stu.
I'm sorry, Stu. Water?
Stu?
Is that a bullwhip?
Stu?
He's having some technical issues right now.
I'm sorry, you guys. We're just
live on the web, right?
He's 13 years old. Yes. They ripped him off. They took him off of Facebook too. He's only on YouTube right now.
Wow.
Which is weird.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. I double checked, Stu, just to make sure.
They did him dirty on that one. By the way, if you like Stu Mundell, we've got several great interviews we did with him, hanging out, doing some stuff.
Good stuff that was
Check it out.
There. I'm bringing up some of the maps right there just so folks that are just getting here right now can kind of understand what's going on. Pursuit termination. This isn't a...
They canceled him today. They really did.
It came out of the San Diego area, high speeds, reckless driving. We saw a lot of that reckless driving. That suspect, after that vehicle was pit maneuvered here at LAX, this is actually going to be one of the transition roads.
No, this isn't GTA.
Boulevard into the LAX terminals. That's where they actually did the pit maneuver, and it was actually a pretty good place to do it because if this guy
could do that math real quick, Mikey,
where all those pedestrians are, gosh only knows with that crazy driving. We just want to see anybody get hurt, and law enforcement took that chance and that opportunity as it was.
What is he, a dog, James?
Pit maneuver.
Easy.
That vehicle stopped. That guy got out, ran over to that side, was going to jump off, but then clearly changed his mind. That's probably a good 50-foot drop right there. LA City Fire Department. They were
agreed.
It doesn't look like 50 feet, but we're looking straight down at it. So I mean, you got to think,
Look, I'd climb up on a 10-foot ladder and I want to puke everywhere.
sides to jump, fall, however, off of there. If he lands into that airbag,
Anthony, you okay?
no injuries at all.
Anthony, I know Anthony's as upset as we are about this. Yeah, he may or may not jump. Don't get too worried about it. No, look at that,
Chris.
Look,
My
I'm
God,
gonna
that's
do
already
this.
tomorrow, Mikey. Tomorrow it's members only already.
I'm getting this in my ear. It's okay, just for today, because it's a live chase. $3. You become a member over here and enjoy all the benefits that come with being a member. Click the join button.
Including the members only tomorrow, which, by the way, I didn't have a chance to tell you yet, but I have 3 very good things lined up for tomorrow. Icy roads is one of them. Would be a little bit cryptic. Crushing cars and running down a mountain after a cheese wheel. That's all I'm saying. Those
Good
3
Poor
things
Sports.
we will see tomorrow.
I've seen 2 of those things on Poor Sports.
Yes. The crushing cars.
That and the cheese thing.
Oh no, not the car crusher thing is different. Not off the which those are fun, by the way.
The best way to get into LAX right now. If you're planning on coming to LAX off the 105, don't do that.
No, they ain't gonna do that.
Because you're gonna get
They'll wait it out 12 hours before they do something like that.
And back over to the LAX terminals. Right now, though, pretty much a standoff.
Yeah, they're all on the interwebs now only. Which, listen, this is just a standoff for us, you know. But for them to be getting into Rachel Ray time, you know how many letters that would have been written out and stamped and mailed to them for missing?
And half of those would be sent by Rachel Ray herself.
Yeah. So, my dog food commercials didn't run for an entire hour.
Stu really giving us the wide shot there, showing exactly where we're at.
Get that car out of the roadway and all these lanes reopened. I realize we're not on Facebook. I wish I could be able to.
I can't believe I don't know why you would take him down off of Facebook.
Read what you're saying, see what you're saying. If anybody knows me personally and can send me a link, and there is some sort of interaction, I would. No, I can't. Never mind.
You can text him.
We're so high above.
What does he want?
They have no cell phone signal.
He wants a link to something.
It's a standoff. You can see that airbag pretty clearly right there. If I take a chance.
What he wanted, I could text it to him.
What is going on? You can see that suspect. You can see that airbag right there. If that suspect decides to move,
They don't even have chat on this thing.
So fast.
Chat's disabled for their live streams. You can't even chat. What are they doing to Stu?
I don't know. They've moved the bag into a better position, I think. I didn't like it where they had it at first.
Negotiators will. It sounds
Good point.
silly.
Do I think he's offering him?
Hey, buddy, you want a soda? You want some water?
Candy bar?
And that's
Hey,
what they're doing right there.
Hey, you.
Water,
You want Zagnut?
and possibly something
No,
else.
no, no. Don't take that too literally. When they cut the stream, they cut TV, Facebook, everything except for YouTube, and there's not even chat. And listen, Stu loves to keep up with comments and talk to people. It's his thing. And
He's a man of the people. I mean, if that didn't come through in all the times we've had him on with us, you really don't know the guy.
I think it's a great time to text him and just tell him that even your chat is disabled on YouTube, which is where the only place that you're at. Sorry.
So hopefully this is
All right,
But
I'm
we're
texting.
watching you.
peacefully sooner than later for many reasons. Skyfox has a limited amount of fuel.
No.
We're concerned about all these folks that are down there that are getting their
Oh, I think he's.
flights interrupted or their
I wouldn't even. I
get
think
to
they're
their flight
leaving.
interrupted. It's funny. I just realized that we actually have a coworker that's making his way down here today, and to go to Scotland.
They are very close to him, and there's a guy behind him now. If you see that,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's made
these two
other-
guys are distracting him.
But right now, you've got law enforcement on the.
I swear to God, it looked like he was getting ready to light up like
along
a
with
spoon or
first
something when he was
responders
driving.
and the suspect.
I think he was just packing a bow, dude.
If you know he's going to get those silver bracelets, they're going to be taken into custody. I don't know if they're going to bring him back to San Diego because that's where this thing started, or if they're just going to book him up here. But right now, that's the suspect's vehicle.
Now, I don't do
Pit
drugs, though.
maneuver. That's
Just
the
weed.
that did the pit maneuver. I'm sure they're going to be able to see highlights later on. California Highway Patrol.
Chris, hallelujah. Afternoon to you, my friend.
Look at Chris. He's just throwing money around today.
Walk over to one of those.
I don't know where 200 of you just came from, but 1324 now. Hello. I just look at it. It's at 11.
Well, everybody's getting taken off of it. People need a friend right now. This is it.
Nice. Give those guys some love.
They are great. They're very risque, tongue in cheek, so to say. But I like it.
Marky, listen, things especially in LA are completely different. You'll see that with all the chases. Even in LA, they're different each time. We've talked about that before, where we've had almost the exact same watt. Remember, it was like a couple of live chases within the same amount of time. I always kind of reference this one, and the watt was almost exactly the same. In the way that they handled both of them, completely different. One, they backed off and didn't do anything and kind of let it die out. And then the other one, they were super aggressive, trying to pit it. This is crazy.
I'm telling you, the guy from behind is going to get him.
Somebody throw him some oil.
Maybe the negotiator's just going to pull out some pocket sand. Right in his eyes. I mean, we can just knock him off now.
Oh, they ain't going to tase him as much as I'd love to see that.
Ugh. Our lucky catch fire on the way down.
I don't think he's a teen at all, by the way.
Well, that lady said she believed he was teenish.
I believe the same people were saying that he was just having a snack while he was lighting up his crack pipe as well. So to each his own.
I know I wouldn't want to be down there on the bottom by that.
On the internet, I'm back with you guys. I'm sorry that I can't interact with you, answer any questions, or
He's
work
pissed.
the camera in a way that might make you guys feel better about what you're seeing. Right now, though,
look out.
The Skyfox, we've got about just under an hour's worth of fuel here.
Oh, we're good.
We're good then. That's how much fuel I got.
Termination. Got a suspect over there. He's sitting on the guardrail of the overpass that takes you into the.
I feel bad. Stu, you can just you can just hear it in his voice how much he loves to interact with people, and
it's killing him.
It seems like the egress into LA.
Real quick, I want to say over on Facebook, Ken Jones having an angry bad day over there today. Ken Jones. Things get better.
Maybe Ken Jones is the guy sitting up here about to jump.
Might be. I mean,
Ken, is that you? 1,400 strong. Good to see everybody. Make sure you drop the old like
and the sub.
Oh yeah, sub too. That'd be awesome. We need you guys. Like Julian. Julian, I've seen you here before. Julian just stopping by to tell us we suck.
Otherwise, just use.
I've seen Julian here before. Julian, this isn't your first radio coming by.
Fire department down there. They've got their airbag deployed. If that suspect
there you go,
stumbles, decides to jump willingly.
I mean, it'd be different if you had to have a giant airbag. There's no getting hurt with that thing.
Yeah, super kick them right off.
They will take him into custody.
You don't even bounce on those things. You literally just into it.
Yeah, and it deflates you down.
Talking to him, just trying to get him to basically just walk over.
And, yeah, well, yeah.
Bring this thing to an end.
I think there's any need for 9,000 units.
That the driver of the vehicle, that person that you see right there, the suspect.
Don't do it.
Very reckless driving. Very reckless.
Well, Sharon, thank God that there's 1,411 other of you, and just leave. I don't know why you guys. Why even say anything, Sharon? Go. Be by yourself. God.
Convenient as always.
Makes no sense. I'll never understand that. I don't care if it was I don't care if I had the most disdain for somebody that I couldn't stand in my entire life. I wouldn't take the time to even do that. I'd be on to another way of watching.
I said, come down here and see what happens if you try and hit me.
Reckless driving, which we witnessed that.
Good to see you. What was your name?
Reckless driving was wrong way.
I don't know. Yeah, no bouncing though. That'll just suck it right in.
Initially, it was San Diego PD, but once he got onto the freeway, clearly you can see California Highway Patrol picked it up, and they picked it up and handed it off and handed it off and handed it off.
Yeah, so I mean, just go somewhere else.
California Highway Patrol
alone. About almost 1,500 people.
Through San Diego,
Go.
up into Orange County, and then here into Los Angeles. Now, after a pit maneuver, that suspect got out, ran, made his way over to this
Right.
wall, guardrail, and is about 60
Listen, and we'll say
feet
this
off.
too. You know, you're going to see a live during live. Is he taking his clothes off?
He's
Nice.
warm.
Is he warm or is he putting it on? I just so you know, one thing with us, we'll make a lot of jokes about people wrecking this and that. During live chases and stuff. I don't care. The people that are in the chase, that dude, I don't care. That's his choice.
Yeah. Now, if you heard somebody that's innocent that had nothing to do with it, that's a whole nother story.
Whole different story. Whole different story. And of course, there's a mental side of things too that could be.
I know he's making his way to LAX today. Hopefully,
Hallelujah! Gonna gift some more memberships and hope Sharon gets one. Make sure you got that thing on.
I don't like him tying that thing around his neck. Is he up to something? Like, is he going to try and, do something he's not supposed to with it?
in the LAX area. I'll be back with you guys in a moment.
We'll be here, Stu. I'll keep everybody company while you're gone.
I've seen Son of Watt. He had mentioned that it looked like his hands were bloody. I haven't seen that, but I could be missing it.
I saw somebody say, yeah, you guys were saying, and earlier when he was in the car, even he said a lot of very well could. He had that. Look.
Is being very careless with the knife. You can see some blood right there on the concrete. For sure.
Aaron, always a pleasure, buddy. I don't think that's possible from where he's at, anyways.
I hope not. I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he's got bloody hands.
Sami Zayn. Good to see you, buddy.
I was actually wondering if he was trying to, maybe put this on the internet somehow or on his Facebook or whatever, or TikTok or whatever his choice of social media was, because he did have his cell phone out earlier on a lot, out the window. And
oh, thanks, Chef.
Just kind of standing there talking with law enforcement.
I appreciate it.
Listen, some people like to be in rooms by themselves. We've said it a million times.
I don't know.
To each their own, Creed.
Yeah, go do your thing.
Possibly do to bring this to an end any quicker. That's a good.
Did you see the guy behind him backed way off now?
Why would he have on orange gloves, Little Linda? No reason to yell. There's 1,500 people here, Little Linda. I don't know why you, especially the people that've been around a long time.
Orange gloves, really, Linda? Orange gloves. I don't think those are orange gloves.
He's throwing around a knife while he's in a high-speed car chase going 90 miles an hour down the highway.
Hanging out the window. Orange gloves.
Chance of him getting caught kind of high.
Come on. Little Linda.
Airport police. Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's LAPD. LAPD Pacific Division is here as well.
I don't know why they keep panning out so much. I mean, I get it, but made a little move.
Well, you got to think about the last time that something bad happened with a close-up shot.
All right, he's got his other hand.
See, they're applying a little pressure. I mean, they're getting a little close.
He's not going to jump. He's pranking them.
Somebody said, a couple of people said in the chat, if he's going to jump, he already would have.
I think he's. Hang on.
Now, if he jumps, we're all going to feel real stupid like. Raider Al, good to see, bud.
Good point, but swerving in and out, though. There's that.
I believe they call it driving erratically, Creed.
Lori, send me some XL chlorophyll gum. Thank you.
How many pairs of orange gloves do you think he's got?
I'm sure that's part of the discussion.
Little Linda, you're never going to let that one down, by the way.
I think he was eating Cheetos in the car. That's just cheese dust on his fingers, baby.
She did say he was having a snack. Stupid me thinking he's lighting up some crack or something.
No, baby, that was Cheetos Cheese Puffs, official snack of the criminally insane. Yeah, he's going to jail. I mean, it's not like he's going to talk him out of jail now.
Yeah, but see, I think that's what they're mostly worried about is that, which I kind of get because, you know, Jim, I wouldn't miss it. By the way, 1,500 of you, real quick. I do want to say 1,525, which is awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and at least there's one in every crowd, right? But hey, please like this wherever you're at. Subscribe, notifications on. We try to catch as many of the live chases as we can. It's been kind of bland lately. Very slow.
It's been flat, man. It's been flat.
But we kind of got you covered in a way. 5 days a week at 4:05 East. We got a chase. Watch classic viewer submitted chases and some other crazy things. Tomorrow is Florida Friday. So
everything's going to be Florida Creed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? Everything Florida? Everything's Florida tomorrow, right?
Everything's Florida, yes.
Oh, okay.
Florida. Except there was that one Texas one, I think.
It happens.
It happens. But yeah, tomorrow's Florida Friday. We watch chases, we watch some news stories, some craziness that happens each day. So we want you to join us. Subscribe, notifications on. I got to go check the traffic and weather. Well, we got a minute. I'm going to leave you with good luck with the chat. It's flying.
Oh, that's fine. I've got this. No problem.
Will you be scrolled down to the bottom by the time I get back?
I don't know. I don't even know where you left off, so I'm just going to pick a spot and go from there. Food. What a great pick, right? Yeah, if you guys are new, that's what we do around here. We just really a very good family, a very good chase group. If you like chases, we don't get very many of them anymore, it seems like, but it's a good chance for you to basically, you know, get your chase fix and hang out with a good group of people. If he pees off the side, will they hit him as well with like a, you know, indecent exposure, public lewdness? We're really close. I wish they would taser him. That'd be great. He just flies away like a flying squirrel. Man, it's quiet over here. I'm sorry, it's too quiet. There we go. Much better. Now we feel like we're in a chopper. Thank you. Gonna bring him a pizza. We'll do our best to be jumping back and forth between feeds, try and get you the best shot of what's going on. You're just waiting. How long before they take them in and just let them right back out? You distract them, right? You say, look, a squirrel or something like that, and you just grab them or knock them over. I say we knock them over the side. That's just me, though. He's teased jumping off several times. Take and tackle. Matt, I apologize for that, but you do have a lovely wife, and maybe she could help you with that. Yeah. Why don't we equip these choppers with big nets that we just drop from above, you know? If this was like Brazil or somewhere like that, you know what they'd be doing already. They wouldn't even be waited this long. They'd be like, it'd be over, done with.
clearly there was a lot of taunting of law enforcement the entire time during that pursuit. Came out of the San Diego area. That driver was driving the wrong way on the freeway at one time. That's what got the attention of San Diego PD. They got behind it for a while. They started the pursuit, and California Highway Patrol picked it up. Basically made its way northbound along the 5 freeway up into the Orange County area.
Yes, still live.
From the 5, it made its
Rewind.
way to the 91 to the 605, 605 to the 105, and the 105 off at Sepulveda, and brought him here to LAX. Now, where is he exactly? If you didn't already know, this is going to be a transition to the LAX terminals off of Sepulveda. So this is going to be the 105 access off of Sepulveda into the LAX.
Kind of Crown Town.
Look what this is doing to LAX, because this is one of the main arteries that brings you into the terminal area that is now.
Yeah, we're also on the Twitch.
Exits.
You can watch us over there.
See a lot of backup out
We stream there every time.
LAX has been busy.
Just look for CB Radio Show. CB Radio Show.
Might be recycling back into the horseshoe, as it would be, trying to make their way out of the LAX area.
True.
Right now, I can tell you that as far as they keep saying LAX, the operations are fine here.
I like that. Beanbags.
Taking off and landing as they should be.
I just double checked all Facebook and even on the YouTubes to see if anybody was live or not.
So it's just us.
No, I mean for well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I didn't see anybody else other than the news.
However you want to say it, he's going to land into that airbag right there. I would guess venture.
His hands are down by his side. Now's the time to take him out.
Suicidal, because of the fact that he hasn't done
homicidal, genocidal
in the past to be suicidal.
Clearly.
Oh, he did tie. Look, he did tie.
Oh, he did
his shirt to something.
All right, so he was kind of tying that off around his neck when we had a. So that's interesting.
He does have it tied to the bridge somehow. So he could, in theory, yeah.
Danny, the beginning of this, he was kind of hawking up along there.
Yeah, he's had a rough time. He dropped down for a while there. Raiders, baby. Sorry.
That's no fun, Cole.
Oh, no, not the knee.
This guy jumps just right. He's going to need to, too. Julie, thank you.
It's all right.
YouTube says thank you. At 30%.
YouTube doesn't mind. They'll take
YouTube loves it. They love the money. And so do we. Thank you. Yes. And I ever tell you about the t-shirt? I showed everybody the t-shirt. I actually think it's like right here. Hold on.
Yes. Johnny Fever. Oh, they're getting very close now. They're flanking him on both sides now, Creed. They're getting into position, I think, to make a move.
And I don't know where it's at, but I ordered a t-shirt from the Turkey Drop, and it was fantastic, but it's a child's size shirt. I'm so mad. So mad.
Weaving back and forth.
Look how close they are.
Basically taunting officers.
Thank you, my Tanya.
Good to see you out there in Scotland.
Scotland. Do you know Dave?
Everybody has an opinion. A lot of folks will be like, "Oh, they're messing up everybody."
Chopper's still here.
A lot worse. You know, we don't know how this could have gone. He could have made his way into that hole, into the LAX.
Going on, mate?
Oh, hey, Dave. That's Dave Scott.
There's a lot of pedestrian traffic over there. It's very hectic. Anybody that's been to any airport knows that. So
Frosty, because you're going to get it. You can't. It's a joke. It's a meme, but you can't show up to McDonald's and expect to get anything ice cream.
When it's working, I'll take a McFlurry.
Yeah, sure, but
I don't like Frosties.
Title sponsor of the Credits and Bishop Show, by the way. Thank you, McDonald's.
If you're new here, I'm not Bishop.
FYI, Shaka.
rolls over backwards and falls off of here, lands in that airbag, he will be fine.
Yeah, there you go.
It's that whole thing, what he's doing with his sweatshirt and the gesturing and all
Yeah, no, the
that.
sweatshirt thing's
That's
kind of
problem.
crazy.
That's what,
Yeah, he's just posturing a little bit right now.
Not sure. They were saying on TV that he's a teenager, but I don't know if I buy that one.
I don't think he's a teenager. I would say early 20s.
Listen, they're not gonna. There's so many things at play.
Well, it depends
here.
on what he means by take them out. I mean,
well, I believe I think I saw a couple of the comments, but listen, they're not going to beanbag him. They're not going to tase him. They ain't going to do nothing. Especially this day and age with the scrutiny that all cops everywhere in America are under. You know, they want to handle this peacefully. They want to. I mean, you know, they're making progress. They're pretty damn close. Shadows are almost touching.
Yeah, they want to grab the guy. That's the move. They want to grab him, pull him down to the ground. But they've got to, and he might jump. Are you sure those aren't orange gloves? Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, they don't bringing them some shitty, salty Dasani water.
Maybe
Aquafina.
I'd like to think that is a Walmart deli sub, Italian.
And also during the chase, he brandished the knife many times out the window.
Very sharp looking, like one of those Rambo knives.
Don't know if he had any water while he was making his way up here. We were over.
He didn't plan right to be in a chase today.
Yeah, he didn't dress for it. It's just a bunch of problems.
Standoff type of situation here at LAX might not be too exciting to watch.
I know, you know, these things can take hours. I don't think it's gonna. They're pretty close to it.
Maneuver. We saw that driver just doing strange things. Right now, though, fire department's here. Airbags.
Oh, it was such a great show.
Suspects on that ledge.
News radio is another one that I used to love.
Talking to him, trying to get him to just give up.
Do you think? So if you can get a guy on both sides, they can do the look at him while you're talking, and then they can just grab him.
I think that's why they've gotten to that side. Now, I think that if he truly is tied off to something on that rail of the bridge and tied off around his neck like we saw him doing.
Yeah, hopefully he does not go around the neck. I don't want to see that.
No.
So that's what we've been keeping up with.
I mean, it looked like he was lighting up something going down the road, but they said he was eating Cheetos. So what do I know?
I mean, it's possible.
Follow you guys because I don't have any internet. I would love to follow along with you guys and see what you're asking me to do or not do, or what your opinions are on how this is being shot. But
and the unskippable ads going in to Twitch as well. That's why we stick with our YouTube, and
we're on Twitch, but you know,
but we're not. You know what I mean? We're just And Twitch has a great comment section. I know that. A lot of fun things you can do with it compared to YouTube.
They just need to get their hands on him. I mean, he might put up a fight, but you know, you can take him out.
Long ass fight.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight. That guy really put up a fight. I wasn't expecting that.
Since we started doing the monetary monorail, yes, 100% longest, biggest, thickest, girthiest, worth the most.
Yeah, in case you're wondering why all these people's names out here, they've been nice enough to donate today and help support us and keep us going because we do this every day.
If you're making your way down here today,
not if somebody's tied off the bridge and tied around their neck.
Caught up in a lot of backup or a closed road.
That's the thing.
You can't make it there, so you got to make that U-turn. And also, I'm just kind of, I don't know what people are thinking. Some people might be saying, no, what we're concerned about is this guy.
Skin cancer is now one of his greater concerns, huh, Jessica?
No doubt about that.
I like that.
He's been posturing for quite some time. clearly this person,
Hey, Dennis.
I would venture to say,
To see you and over 600 people.
That car very recklessly.
You calling Dennis fat? Is that why
No,
you
he said,
played that?
hey. So,
he
give
did.
it back.
Never mind. Sorry.
To make it look
That's a great question. I wonder. I mean, I would assume that's airport property. I mean, the sign's right there, the XAL sign.
They just lay it. I mean, they could lay him with a lot of charges now at this point, being over here.
Listen, I only got to see a little bit of him. I mean, he looks like he had some mental issues, but I swear to God, I saw him fiddling with drugs. But
just because you've seen the guy holding a pipe and packing it down with a lighter doesn't mean there was drugs in there, Creed. He could just be a pipe smoker.
That's true. Maybe he's one of those people that go to bars and actually smoke those hookahs.
Yeah, maybe he's one of those guys.
Jesus, last week.
That's where we need to be for the aircraft to land and take off safely. So,
Shells, hallelujah to you. Thank you for the twofer on the monetary monorail. Thank you. Thank you.
he tied it to the rail.
Been a while since I could use this.
Also, there you go again.
If I can find it.
$2 cash.
It hasn't done it. So there's a lot here that I'm sure these officers are, like I said, we're in a relaxed situation where we can kind of make decisions that really don't affect anything.
Yeah, it must be because Stu is just saying that about it being tied off, too.
Their decisions and their actions will affect things, and nobody wants.
Hey, Bluegrass, good to see you.
Been a while.
See him go into custody, and
it's been a while.
Moments, I'm sure, down there on that transition road.
There's Denise.
Boulevard at the LAX area.
Denise.
Carol just wants to be close to Shell. I understand, Carol.
I'm sure they're talking to him. I can tell you, Skybox will probably be here for another.
Carol, two-time champ.
Look at you.
We're probably here for about another 20 minutes or so before we're going to have to leave for fuel. So.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm pretty sure. Is ABC still up?
Yes.
Up from San Diego. It ended with a pit maneuver.
No, I would love to see that. That was one of my favorite things to do in Grand Theft Auto is drive around with the fire trucks and blast people walking down the street with the water.
I'm sorry, departures.
David Allen, CEO. Zana, thank you.
Thank you, David.
$2 cash.
You just gotta take off. It's your problem now. See ya.
We tried.
Oh, and another one. You guys are great. Jesus Christ. Thank you. That thing as long as can be. Do I have to read them at the end? We might be here for another 20 minutes.
Maybe. Thank you, Kai. Many thanks.
That's a good point, Grandma. Great to see you, by the way, Grandma. Been a while.
Grandma, I hope you're doing well.
So many comments. I'm sorry, you guys, with almost over 1,500 of you here. It's so hard to keep up with everybody, but I try. Denise says, Mike and Creed, my friend Bill lives in L.A. Popped in. Bill run down there, get us some close-ups. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Bill. Man on the street.
That's right. Love that.
We'll take it. You think that was his car, Creed?
All right, guys and gals, if you guys are still with us, I hope you all. Sorry, it's not as exciting as one might have hoped, but I'm going to do some.
Smoke weed every day.
Robbie Rob, good to see you, bud.
And I'm going to do some camera magic, but we will be right back. Just trust me on that. We will be right back.
Wow. What camera magic, Creed?
Thank you for the 5. ABC is still there.
Yeah. AI, you're going to get just AI. I'm not writing all that.
No, we're not. I'm just I want to see something that I don't want to put on the air.
Oh, he's checking something real close to that's interesting. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I bet you he just super zoomed in to see Interesting. Oh, and then they just cut it. Well, ain't that something?
He said they'll be right back.
Oh, I don't think that they'll. I don't think that they will be. We'll see.
And then there was one.
105 freeway. We're in the south.
Interesting.
Well, ABC7 may be the only one on it now.
I think they are.
Exclusive. I mean, they're look, these guys are working this guy. This mind games, Creed.
True that. Bob's on the dining car, the monetary bottle right there, sir.
Babaluya.
Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna pull something up.
Don't pull a stew and leave.
No, I just want to see if NBC is still there. Man. I don't think they are. It doesn't look like they are.
But anyways, they're trying to talk this guy down. It's a mind game. They're working with him. You know, they're
So,
the shit's chess. It ain't checkers.
I don't think that they meant to cut that. And I think that what he was doing is zooming in on something to see. I think that's what he was doing with that. Could be completely wrong. Yeah, NBC isn't even live. I think that's it.
Yeah, I guess they're playing a replay on 11 right now. Guys, we're just trying to make sure we get you the best.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all really invested now. It's going to take a lot.
I mean, that's yeah. It looks like that is everything. Well, that was still showing up live, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Nope. So guys, if they if ABC7 leaves, we're done today.
Come on, zoom in just a little bit more, just a little tighter.
Just double checking, see if there's any. I'm kind of surprised there aren't any stringers out, but I guess most of them, for some reason, only go out during the nighttime. So it's, the only time
it's probably a hard place to get to as well. I mean, where are you going to get?
Yeah, that's true. I would imagine that wouldn't be.
Look how far back we got these people. I mean,
yeah, good point. Yeah, they're up, and we just had them for the last hour plus, but.
The Fox is showing the replay of the chase right now. So anybody's like, hey, go over there and watch it. It's the replay of what happened earlier.
Yeah, that area is pretty locked down. You're right. Yeah, we'll get right up there.
Either that or the hold on. Yeah. This is the one from earlier. Chase started in San Diego.
Yeah.
So
what we're watching here is not replay.
Yeah,
this is
live. This is the only live feed right now from what we can see.
Yeah. He did say not long ago they needed to get fuel anyway. So
I don't know. Stu acted really weird, like something was up.
That it's true. That was a weird ending there. That is true.
Yeah, if they leave, that's it. It'll be game over then.
Just let me know if that's any more clear or not on my end. It is. If it isn't, feel free to switch back. No audio.
No.
Well,
no audio. That's weird. That's really weird. The way they just bounced on out like that.
Yeah. And Stu wasn't in a good mood anyways with all that, but what's this guy running for? Look how close they are to him. In case you guys didn't know, and some of you might be on a smaller screen, this is the dude right here. If you look how close this guy is to him, same with him. They're very close, which is good. Let's see, they're hauling ass out.
Yeah, they're hauling ass going somewhere. They got called away for something.
Welcome back, Bill.
Bill? Are you the Bill that lives out that way? Or did you go and get us any shots or what?
Yeah, I wonder if in the beginning of this, they checked with LAX to see if this was anything. But now I would imagine with that much right there that it might affect something.
You would think.
Yeah, and then the one kind of blocked him off there at the end. We watched that live. We watched a good portion of the chase getting to this point. We normally don't cover standoffs unless we're here watching a chase, and then it's all right. Yeah. By the way, over on Facebook, adding to Ken Jones, Laura Lang. Laura Lang also having a really bad day.
Oh.
The angry face.
Hang in there. You can make it. Otherwise, just
shut the hell up and enjoy the show.
Right. And thanks, Elaine.
Elon.
We're bad with names. Thank you so much. A $20 super sticker. Look at you.
Are you new here? I don't recall seeing here. If you're new here, thank you. Make sure you subscribe. And if you've been lurking for a long time, I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know that. Hell if I know the area much. At all.
None.
Not one bit. Seen the sign before, though. Pronounced Elon. Like Elon Musk.
Elon. Got it.
Got it. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'd be so pissed. Sky 2 is up. Let me double check. Let me look, Thomas.
Checking out the planes, trains, and automobiles. We'll skip back to mine while you go check that. We've got another guy up there with him now. There's 3 guys in jackets. Yeah, some of these units are being pulled off to go do some other stuff. So if you're just getting here, you missed the whole chase. This is the guy right here.
Watches this person. This man is propped up there on that ledge, that overpass over Century Boulevard. Officers there trying to, talk.
Thank you for the heads up on that one.
Surrendering.
Good to see the sports scores too.
To get out of the danger there on the side of that roadway. Despite the fact that that airbag is on the ground behind him, it's still a dangerous situation, and they're hoping that they can convince him to give himself up.
Gio, hallelujah. Thank you for the $5. Down 35 pounds in 4 weeks.
Really
you,
wound
man.
up right now.
Way to go, my friend.
Absolutely.
Not provoking like you had mentioned. It's just we forget about the suspect.
Mr. Murphy, thank you for the tenor. Guys are so freaking nice today. Thank you.
The overheads.
God.
But then after that, it's kind of like, okay, it's time to give up. It's end of a pursuit, even though they had to negotiate a pit maneuver. But by that time, it was showtime. You know, we can't forget that.
Showtime.
Back and forth. We went back and forth, which set up the chippies just for a perfect pit maneuver. So that worked out great. And luckily, I mean, he
nice feeds guy too,
because he would be
looks
probably
good.
in the hospital right
All right,
now.
look, we got it. That's the best close up we've had since the beginning of this thing.
The key intent.
It is not tied around his neck, and he's drinking.
So who knows?
Some milk with his orange gloves.
It's just such a difficult situation. You know, we'll never know what these intervention officers are discussing with them. But the big thing is they're trying to just calm them down and tell them everything's going to be fine. It is what it is. What you've done, you have to pay for it. You just have to go with this, and you don't have to hurt yourself, because in doing that, you're going to hurt your family and everybody else.
I would have called for an adult Happy Meal.
Yeah, and we were seeing more movement. It looked like he got something to drink. It looked like he was drinking. And again, he's got that sleeve, around his neck. It doesn't look like it's tied, but
triggering the people from the rodeo.
Threatening manner that he's still threatening himself.
For sure.
Which is tough to see, that he is going through so much that he is even, alluding to the fact that he is willing to take his life. So we watch it.
Well, I know.
More negotiators.
We sure about that?
Four there, all trying to talk to him.
I agree, Steph. What a waste of Tim.
And still just refusing to come down. I'm wondering, Dave, if someone else brought him something to drink. He was drinking that.
But ice, he would have spit it out.
On that roadway. But he just does not seem to.
He's been waiting for his personal favorite.
Nah, Jack, they do this shit all the time.
Where he's at right now. So then that's one of the things they want. You know, they want him to be comfortable. They want him to relax.
Take his shoes off, rub his feet.
It's probably decreased by now.
Yeah.
We can't even imagine what it's like to be.
Good shot right there. Very nice.
And then after that,
what, a roofie in them, you think?
Through all those people on the freeway and the 105 freeway and almost
delicious roofie colada.
I didn't see him sideswiping. I was looking at his vehicle as we were going around taking a look at earlier. I didn't see any marks on it. So, and side view mirrors. Now, I know the right side view mirror looks like it's missing.
Depends. He got pulled over and he was brandishing a knife. So, and then he took off.
Contact, but
and now he's got a sweater back.
So maybe he just pushed it, he shut it or something like that. But
shut it down.
I couldn't really tell if he did or not.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would be, hit and run misdemeanor included with felony evading. All that's piled up. I mean, he's looking at a lot of stuff other than what he's going through right now. I mean, he does have to pay for that. It's just the way it is.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
I named him that.
To put those sleeves around his neck as he's sitting there.
Don't make me tell you twice.
It seems like he's got a little less, we were talking, Dave, earlier about how he just had so much. He looked so agitated with his arms, hands moving around so much. He seems a little less agitated, but still, putting those sleeves up around his neck. He is still talking to those negotiators.
I'm going to have to take a BRB.
Now there's 4.
Go check the traffic and weather together.
So that perhaps they could
do it.
You're watching and you just think, just grab
me a water.
But they're taking their time. They're doing their job. They're doing it right.
Could you imagine if they did that?
If they decide to grab him and he decides he's going to go over, like I mentioned before, you don't want the rescuer to become the rescuee. And the next thing you know, you got a really bad situation. You made a bad thing worse. Well, no, they know exactly what they're going to do.
There's Dick Harris, ladies and gentlemen.
And how they're going to approach
the
suspect and the timing and all that. If they decide, they may not. I mean, he may just sit there for another hour while they have a conversation.
No, Brian. I mean, I don't know if they're allowed to. I know they never do anything like that.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is certainly a
sex boxer back.
That they are trained to do what they need to do and be patient with this. This is certainly not something that you want to rush, because you just
allegedly
don't know exactly
that's what I've always
his
thought.
Mental state is, and really what's going on. What has even prompted him to try to elude officers? Why he was going the wrong way on that freeway in San Diego? and now, sitting perched up on that roadway.
Imagine if it just stands up, just goes on the bag below.
The sleeves of those shirts around his neck.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's, just another thing that he was trying, the suspect was trying, just to wrap it around his neck. Because it certainly isn't cold out there, that's for sure. But he's going to wrap it around, maybe just try to just show the officers he's willing to kill himself, which I'm sure, obviously, that's what he's doing right now.
It really wouldn't take much to get him in cuffs.
Yes. And Dave, you and I have been talking about this for quite some time. I do want to bring in Desmond Shaw.
Oh, hell yeah. Always miss the sex box when they're not around.
Now as well. Desmond, I know that you always get to hear a little extra when you're up there. What are you hearing about this? It's been going on quite some time, this pursuit that started all the way down in San Diego. And now here we are with the suspect perched up on the side of the roadway here.
That's true.
Yeah, well, Amy, I would like to just kind of give a brief recap. I may have gotten some new information here as this started in the Del Mar area, so north of San Diego proper. And the call on this was that this driver was going the wrong way on the freeway. That's what started this whole thing. And apparently in the carpool lane, when CHP responded to that, they tried to pull this person over, and they must have done a U-turn on the 5 freeway, and then they decided to come north all the way up here. And it has come to a conclusion here after that pit maneuver. This kind of the negotiating situation, I would call it, not really so much a standoff, has been going on for about 90 minutes. And these crisis negotiators you see have been here for just about an hour. You see LA City Fire down here as well with that giant inflatable airbag in case the person here does decide to do something rash. And you see just incredible patience here by the authorities trying to talk this person off. This is, I can't even remember the last time when I've seen negotiators come in and get this close to a suspect. Usually they're talking from a distance, talking over a loudspeaker or a bullhorn or something like that. It's incredibly rare to see them just come in right here and exercise this much.
They're kind of casually just hanging out with
give a bottle of water to this person, just trying to talk them out of the situation.
One of the news ladies
did
this
place so that they can reopen the roadway, because
she
the
thought he
other
was a teen.
story of this is the incredible impact that this is having on traffic right now. I don't want to zoom out too much at the moment here to get away from the scene, but I can tell you, looking out the window, it is a total disaster trying to get in and out of LAX because of this. And that's going to be the case until this person decides to walk away from the ledge, or this resolves one way or another. Amy?
Yeah, Desmond, and we've been talking about this since this all started with
not something that happens very often
on the roadway, and then really doing this cat and mouse action.
There we go.
They got him.
They just got him.
Yep.
And did you notice, did they just grab him, or did he give himself up?
No, it was real quick. They just made a calculated decision. I was kind of wondering if that's what they were going to do. I mean, this is the situation with them right next to him has been going on now for more than an hour. And
perfect timing.
At what point, how much more can be said if you're that close and you're able to make a move, and they had the giant inflatable bag underneath. It seems like they made a calculated decision.
Let's just throw them off for fun.
Let's get these ramps reopened. Thousands of people are losing.
Not gonna lie, wouldn't mind seeing them hit that airbag.
The suspect. They made that calculated decision. This person is now in handcuffs, and they're going to the back of the cruiser.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for us. Thank you so much for hanging out. Huge crowd. Hope lots of you subscribe, notifications on, and join us tomorrow for Florida Friday. And We Gotta Chase. Listen, we don't get to see Chases very often live anymore, it seems. So at least we got you covered.
That's right.
Back at it starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock, watching Zoom Court. We call it We Got a Case. We watch live court, watch that drama unfold in front of our very eyes.
And thank you to the 1,000 people that are over on We Gotta Chase. Please subscribe before you go. Please leave a like. We would really appreciate that.
Our Chase only channel. We do a lot across the channels, but that one you'll only get the Chase content on. And I do want to say thank you to all of our mods, which are called constables around here. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments, huge crowd.
All the donos. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We appreciate you guys. if you're looking for a good place to hang out with a very good chase crowd, with a very good like-minded people that like to have a good time and not crap all over everybody. Everybody have a good rest of the day. Creed, anything else before we bounce on out of here?
No, real quick, I do want to say thank you to Mayor Mary, Jim, Motorola, Charlie, Bernie, Nick, Ulysses, Dawn, Louisiana Dub, Bob, Motorola ×2, Carol, Deborah, Billy, Amy, Trollty Podcast, Nancy H, Eric B, Brent, Amy, Chris ×2, Julie Shells, Carol ×2, David, Kyle, AI, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, Elon, Gio, Alicia got the caboose, by the way.
Nailed that caboose. Way to go. It's a very coveted spot. We'll see you back here tomorrow. If anything else happens tonight, we'll jump back on.
We'll be here.
But if not, we'll see you there. If you're new, make sure you watch some of our old content. Leave a comment. We'd appreciate it. Until next time, baby. We love you.
Just do what I tell you.
On KCAL 9 News at 4 o'clock.